Hi everyone! In this video, we'll be showing you some basic ground strokes in blind tennis. My name is Cristina.
And my name is John, and we are volunteer coaches for Toronto Blind Tennis. We will be taking you through some of the basic techniques that would apply for returning serves and rallies. We will cover how to hold the racket, stances, body positioning, and swing mechanics.
First, let's talk about the grip. For many of our players from B1 to B3, they would prefer swinging with a scooping motion. Players with this stance should place the base of their index knuckle on the first bevel of the racket, while the offhand's index knuckle is on the fifth bevel of the racket. If the racket is shorter, some players may prefer placing their offhand on the throat of the racket with their fingers extended onto the back of the strings of the racket head. Players with more sight from B3 to B5 may prefer hitting traditional forehands and backhands. To start, a comfortable grip would be the continental grip, where the base of your index finger rests on the second bevel of the racket handle, similar to shaking hands with the racket. As players become more advanced, they may prefer different grips in order to generate different spins.
In blind tennis, the key difference is that players need to get into the ready position so that they can scoop the ball. The racket should be lowered beneath the waist and held between the legs. Feet may be slightly wider than shoulder width for stability and comfort. Players should bend their knees and be in a slightly crouched stance. For players hitting the more traditional forehands and backhands, they should feel balanced. Feet are at shoulder width apart, knees slightly bent, and the body should be relaxed. This helps with stability and quick reactions.
Now, let's go through the basic swinging mechanics. For the scooping motion, players will swing from below the waist by using their shoulders to drive the ball forward. The elbows and wrist will generally bend on the follow-through. Players will need to try different techniques and see what works best for them. The racket can be in contact with the floor so that only one motion is needed to make contact with the ball. In addition, the ball becomes lower and lower to the ground with more bounces, so it makes sense to rest the racket gently on the ground. It is important that players swing from the center line of their body instead of reaching left or right with the scooping motion. This helps to mitigate errors and provides players an anchor point as they move laterally to track the path of the incoming ball.
For players hitting forehands and backhands, they will have similar setups and mechanics as sighted players. They may use the full unit turn to turn sideways in order to set up their forehand or backhand. They will swing low to high for optimal net clearance. Players hitting off the second or third bounce of the ball may need to bend their knees more in anticipation of lower bounces.
To practice making contact for the scooping motion, we'll start by rolling the ball directly at the player's racket. This is a great way to start for anyone completely new to the sport. In the next progression, we will be bouncing the ball with a hand toss to simulate a ball that was hit at the player. For beginners, allow as many bounces as needed. The last progression before incorporating side-to-side movements will be receiving a ball that is hit by an opponent. The player must adjust to the speed of the ball as it bounces towards them. Again, for beginners, allow as many bounces as needed.
By focusing on the grip, stance, low body positioning, and consistent swing technique, players can improve quickly. Keep practicing, stay patient, and most importantly, have fun.